Hey everyone, my name is Lanesia, and as you can tell by the title of this video, today I'm going to be telling you guys why I chose Penn and why you guys should too. So a lot of people have been DMing me and asking me about my Penn experience and like why I chose Penn over other schools, and so I was like, I'll just make a video about it because I keep getting the same questions. So I hope you guys enjoy this. If you guys want to see more videos like this, like my freshman year experience and my stats and things like that, just comment down below and I'll be sure to do those soon. So this video will be split up into two sections. The first half will be why I chose Penn, and then the second half will be why you should choose Penn. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, as bad as it sounds, the first thing that attracted me to Penn was the prestige. So I literally started my college search sophomore year by looking up top colleges in the US, and then from there I just narrowed my search down even more. And so on that list, obviously Penn was there, so I was like, oh, what's this? This seems interesting. So I started looking it up, and then I realized it was in Philly, and I was like, that's perfect because it's so close to my house. So that then brings me to the second reason, the location. I knew I didn't want to go to school far, like California, completely out of the question. The furthest I would have went was probably 4 hours away. Even still, that was too far, and Penn was literally 45 minutes, so I was like, this is the school, like, I want to go here. And with those two big things, the prestige and location, I started looking more into Penn, like doing research and visiting and things like that. I think I visited Penn maybe 3 or 4 times before I came here. And when I first visited, I think it was the spring of my junior year, I literally fell in love with everything. Like, I loved the vibe. I loved how everyone was so spirited, wearing their Penn merch and things like that. I was shadowing a girl from my high school, and literally everyone was just like saying, hey, like hi, and all smiley and nice, and I was like, what the heck, they're so nice here, I love this place. And like everyone was just so welcoming. Like when I was in the classroom, the professor would talk to me, or like when we had lunch, I was just talking with her friends, and I was like, I love this. Like everyone's so nice and so friendly, and I love the vibe. Like I don't know how else to describe it by just saying I literally fell in love with the vibe and the dynamic of the students. I loved how everyone was like on the green area playing frisbee and talking, and everyone was just like interacting, and I was like, I love this, because it reminded me of my high school, because my high school was very like close, and I kind of got the vibe that the students there were close as well. And so that was the third thing that kind of attracted me to Penn even more. After I visited, I started doing even more research on Penn, because I was like, I literally love this place. Let's make sure that the academics align with what I am looking for. And so I started looking at different things like the classes they offered, the clubs, professors, things like that. And literally in my Why Penn essay, I wrote about this one professor that I wanted to work with and this class that I wanted to take. And so when I was looking for classes for next semester, I came across this one professor, and I was like, this name looks so familiar, and I couldn't figure out why. I was like, why does this name look so familiar? And so then I went on my like Why Penn essay, and I was like, whoa, I literally wrote about this lady. This is so cool. I have to take her class, even though I didn't put her on my schedule because it just didn't work out. But still, I just thought it was cool that like I literally wrote about her, and now I have the opportunity to take her class. So that's a cute little story. So when I was doing research, the classes just seemed so interesting to me. My major is psychology, so that's why a lot of this stuff will be about psych. So I saw things like the psychology of food and like dreaming and sleep or something like that, and I was like, that's so cool. Like I didn't expect to see that on a college course list. Like I was like, what? This is so cool. I want to take this class. I want to work with this professor. So that is another thing that attracted Penn to me. And then also the professor's research. I found like a handful of professors who had research interests who aligned with mine, and I was like, it'd be really cool to do research with them. Even though I have yet to do research at the time, I was like, if and when I want to do research in the future, this is who I want to work with. I recommend you guys looking at different classes at the schools you're applying to make sure that there are some that make you excited. While I was doing research, I found out that Penn was the social Ivy, and at the time I didn't really understand what this meant, so I started, looking more into it, and I found that Penn is like the social Ivy, meaning that they're super social, there's always something going on, events, parties, fun. Yeah, I knew that I did not want to go to a school where everyone was just reading all the time and like doing work and they're just like boring people. Like I did not want to be surrounded by that. So when I found out that Penn like likes to have fun, I was like, I like to have fun, I want to go here. So definitely the social aspect is what attracted me to Penn. Yeah, the whole work hard, play hard model holds true at Penn, and that was a big thing for me. Like I was like, yes, in high school I worked hard, I played hard, I need to continue working hard and playing hard. I don't want to just work hard. Like that's boring. If you like to work hard and play hard, come to Penn. Okay, so with those 4 or 5 things that I just listed, I knew that Penn was a school for me, that there was no other school in this country, in the world, that I wanted to go to. So I kind of stopped looking for schools. Literally, I had no plan B. If you guys watch my college decision reaction video, I talked about this a little bit. You should check it out. I'll link it somewhere over here. Yeah, I had safety schools, but I did not want to go to any of the other schools I applied to. Like, I knew that I would have been so miserable if I ended up at one of the other schools. And maybe I wouldn't have been miserable, but at the time I was like, I have to go to Penn. I have to go to Penn. So I stopped looking. Like, literally, I just needed those 4 or 5 reasons to persuade me to come to Penn. So I asked some of my friends why they chose Penn to kind of give you guys more of a perspective. So one of my friends said she chose Penn because of the money. Penn offered her the most money out of all the other schools she applied to. And that actually also applies to me because Penn was the most expensive school that I applied to, and it also was the school that gave me the most money, which is great. Penn does a really good job with financial aid, at least they have for me and my friends, so I hope the same applies to you guys. One of my friends also said that Penn was the best school for her because of what she wanted to study. So she is in Wharton School of Business, and she just loved everything about Wharton and the opportunities that they offered, and so that was a big thing for her in choosing Penn. Another one of my friends said she chose Penn because of the location and the fact that we're in Philly and that there's so many opportunities to do internships and community service. Last semester she took a course at Penn called an ABCS course, which is an academically based community service class. So it's like for X amount of days of the week you go to the classroom, and then for X amount of days you go volunteer and do community service, which is a really cool class that Penn offers. I hope that I can take one next semester. A lot of my friends agree that the main reason they chose Penn, like the ultimate deciding factor of going to Penn, was MSP, which stands for Multicultural Scholars Program, I think. I'm actually not sure what happened at this program because I didn't attend. So here's my friend explaining what MSP was and why it was such a big deciding factor for her.
Hi, Linacious friends. My name is Sabria.
My name is Shaz, and I am a current freshman at the University of Pennsylvania studying political science with a minor in legal studies and history.
I am majoring in political science with a minor in consumer psychology and Africana studies.
I essentially chose Penn because of their MSP program. MSP stands for
Multicultural Scholars Program.
And that's for the minorities of that admitted class, like the Black population, Asian, LGBTQ+, Hispanic, all to get adequated with each other and meet people in our respective demographics.
It's kind of different than just being able to come to a tour of Penn when there aren't students there, because not only do you get to see the class members that made it to Penn with you and will also be joining you that next year, but you also get to see what are students who are already at Penn doing. So if there's a day of classes, do people look really stressed running from class? How does the campus look when it's crowded versus when you're getting a tour in the middle of the summer and nobody's really there?
That was one of the best things to happen in my Penn journey. And that experience essentially drove me that same week to accept the offer and go to Penn.
I think that a lot of people from your class of 2020 in high school and class of 2024 in college, are worried about not really knowing if they're going to pick the right school because they aren't really able to do the visits that they kind of waited for this spring. Since you guys aren't able to come and see what different types of students look like when they're on campus, I think it's really important to watch a bunch of different YouTube videos. I would say also reach out to students and talk to students. If you find them on social media, that's super important, and they can tell you things that you need to know. And good luck. Stay safe. Stay inside.
So now I'm going to be telling you guys why you should choose Penn. These are all things that I've learned being at Penn for the past year or so. So yeah, let's get started. So the first reason why you should choose Penn is because of the location. Literally, we're in Philly. There's so much to do. There's always something going on, whether it be on campus or off campus. You can always find something to do and never be bored. And there's so many places to eat and so many food trucks, which is great because dining hall food gets old. So it's nice to have the option of going to a food truck and eating whatever instead of eating Hill Dining Hall. The next reason you should choose Penn is because of the resources. I actually wasn't aware that we had so many resources when I applied, and I didn't find out about these resources until maybe 3 months ago. So Penn has a plethora. Why did I just use that word? Penn has a variety of resources here on campus, ranging from academic to mental health to physical health, research, career services, and things like that. There's a tutoring center. You can literally go get a tutor for free for 2 different classes each semester. There's a writing center to help you with your writing seminar work or just any type of essay that you have to write. I literally had to write a 12-page paper, and I went to the writing center a few times and they helped me because I had never written like a 12-page paper before, so they really helped a lot. We also have different health services. So we have SHS, which is Student Health Services, and it's kind of like our school doctor. I've gotten sick like 4 times over the 2 semesters, and so each time I went to SHS and I got help. Well, not help, they kind of like fixed me, I guess, like gave me medicine, told me what to do, and told me what was wrong with me. They're really nice there. I really like them. We also have CAPS, which is the Counseling and Psychological Services. You can go there to talk to a therapist about literally anything. It's free, so that's really nice. A lot of students utilize this resource. We also have CURF, which is where students go if they want to work with faculty and conduct research, work on their own research projects, which is really nice because I know a lot of students come into college wanting to do research, so CURF is the place you would go to get help with conducting research. And we have 6 different cultural centers on campus, which is really nice. So everyone has a place where they feel at home and they feel welcome. So yeah. And lastly, we have the career services, which basically helps you for life after Penn or life now, like just finding a job. They help you. They do resume help. They do mock interviews. So if you've never been in an interview before, you can kind of get experience and know like what questions they ask and kind of like how to prepare for an interview and things like that. So Penn has amazing resources here on campus, and I've utilized some of them. Hopefully by the end of my 4 years, I would have used all of them, because why not take advantage of things that are provided free to you? You know. Another reason why you should choose Penn is because of the professors. Literally, Penn has the best professors ever. Like, within my first semester, I was like, wow. I did not expect college professors to be like this. Like, I didn't think professors would know your name. Like, I literally didn't think so. It took a while for some of my high school teachers to learn my name. So the fact that my professor learned my name within the first week of school, I was like, what? You care about me? I had a professor for a freshman seminar, and we literally met every other week talking about the class material, like problems I was having, my life, my goals, just like literally anything. I would go to him and we would just talk. I literally love this guy. If you come to Penn, you have to take a class with Professor Zimmerman. He is the best professor at this school. The professors literally care so much about you. I was just in such shock. If you're sick, they're there to help you. If you're struggling with something, they're there to help you. Like, they really do care, and I saw that within the first 2 weeks of school. I don't know if this is the case at other schools. I haven't been to any other schools, but at Penn, I know that the professors really do care about you, and they want to help you, and they literally just want your best interest and to see you succeed. This is kind of like why I chose Penn, but the social aspect. Literally, Penn is so much fun. The epitome of fun. A lot of my friends' parents, they'd be like, you go to Penn, so like, do you guys go to parties and stuff? Because they think we're like this smart school of kids who don't really do anything except for read. But literally, Penn is not, that's yeah, there's kids like that, but it's so social and it's so much fun. I've had so much fun at Penn. I really want to go back to have more fun because I'm so bored in my room. But literally, there's so much stuff to do, whether you like parties or not. There's social events within your dorm. There's social events with your clubs, sporting events. Like, there's always stuff to do, and I literally love that so much because I didn't necessarily expect it, but you can't get bored here. You literally cannot get bored, and you just can't. Another reason why you should choose Penn is because all the students are so passionate and driven, and they care so much about what they do, and they put their all into literally everything. And while in the beginning it was kind of intimidating, now it's like super encouraging because it pushes you to also want to work hard and be passionate and driven and things like that. And I just love like going into the library and seeing everyone just like this, and I'm like, oh yes, I need to focus and get my work done. For me personally, it's super encouraging, and everyone's so nice and friendly. Another reason you should choose Penn is because of the community. So Penn is a medium-sized school. Like, there's grad and then undergrad, like 10,000 undergrad. But within those undergrads, there's like micro communities which make you feel even more at home and even more welcome, whether it be from your sports teams or your clubs or like your dorm or just like your friend groups. Just the community aspect. I don't know how else to explain it. It's just such a great community with good vibes. And the last reason why you should choose Penn is because it's the best Ivy League. Literally, I don't need to say anything else. I should have started the video by saying it's the best Ivy League. Come here. ended the video because it's the truth. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something new. If you did, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. And if you like these types of college-y, Penn, Ivy League videos, be sure to subscribe. And if you have any other video recommendations, please leave it in the comment section below. It would be really helpful. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in my next video.